you have based the 20 years of tourism real estate as experience.
I think with Airbnb, it can be a challenge for some people.
Spend a little bit more money, invest a little bit more, and bring some uniqueness to your property.
We don't have any neighbors. It looks like we do, but we don't.
So if you had to advise somebody on want to start an Airbnb type business, what would be the top 5? They like their top 5 of everything. So this is how we get our subscribers to our channel.
Subscribe to this channel.
I'm on my way to the beautiful Porto Cheli little village to interview my good friends and clients Frans and Jordaan Viljoen. And as I was driving down this road, I suddenly saw this beautiful location and I just had to stop to say hello. I met Jaco and Frans a few years ago and they had a very specific request from me. They were at the time living in Thailand. They already owned a successful real estate management business in both Thailand and South Africa, and they had kind of run their course in Thailand and wanted to move to Europe so that they could have visa-free travel through the rest of the Schengen. And they specifically wanted from me a good investment location and a place where the sun always shines. And the first country that came to mind was beautiful Greece. So in this video, I'm going to specifically ask them how they found the process of Golden Visa, how easily did it work for them, and how they use their background and their skills in terms of managing Airbnb properties to make their life in Greece work. So let's go and meet them. So given that we're all South Africans, we thought we should at least say 1 or 2 words in Afrikaans for our fellow South Africans. And I'll have to be involved in that editing because nobody else in the company speaks Afrikaans. So gesondheid, baie dankie vir die gasvryheid.
Ja, dankie. Lekker julle te sien.
Lekker.
Ja.
Welkom hier by ons en hallo aan al die mense by die huis. So, cheers, welkom. Welcome. Ja, likewise.
But what an amazing place. It's a little bit of a mission to get here. So how on earth did you find this place?
After 2 days of seeing 20 properties, we eventually found this on the second day.
Yeah.
The end
But
of
did
the
you
second
specifically, did you come to Porto Cheli because you wanted to live here, or did you just
It
get in a car and
No.
drive?
It was one of the. It made the short list.
Yeah, we
It
started
was
to look at the Peloponnese.
Peloponnese was
and then we kind of
definite.
just got here.
Yeah. So it was between Nafplio area, around Nafplio,
Yes.
and Porto Cheli. We didn't want to be near Athens at all. We're not city people as such. We like the country
anymore.
lifestyle. Not anymore anyway. those,
Been there, done that, right?
Yeah, those years are gone. So more the countryside, definitely out of Athens.
Yeah, so and the 3-hour trip with a car is okay. It's not far. It's just a slow road because of the winding.
But it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful road.
We stopped a couple of times because the views were really good. So,
And before Greece, it was Thailand. Yeah, for 3 years.
and why did you go to Thailand?
We wanted something completely different.
Okay, you're from Cape Town in South Africa.
Yeah, we're both originally from Joburg.
Yeah, moved to Cape Town in '99.
Yeah, so we've been in Cape Town for almost, it was 17 years, 18 years at the time,
Okay.
and wanted something completely different. And yeah, Thailand.
So you went to Thailand. What did you do in Thailand? You invested in some property, if I recall.
Yes, we did. We bought obviously the house that we lived in, and then we bought a second property that we renovated, and Airbnb. That's our history. That's our story. Always have been. So yeah, it was a good 3 years on Koh Samui.
Tell me a little bit more about your Airbnb experience or your real estate experience.
That was 2000, just after 2000, 2002, and it started with inbound tourism. I mean, that was after the fall of apartheid and democratic South Africa. Tourism was a big boom,
Yeah.
and at the time there wasn't enough accommodation in Cape Town. So we started looking into self-catering apartments to offer that to our tourism clients. So that's where the whole Airbnb thing started. Well, way before Airbnb. I mean, Airbnb only started in, I think, 2008 or something.
Yeah.
So that was before Airbnb, but there was definitely a huge market for it at the time even, where we also managed apartments on behalf of other investors in Cape Town, and that's how the business really got off the ground and started growing. Eventually we left the tourism side of it completely and focused entirely on Airbnb and Jaco. I think with Airbnb it can be a challenge for some people, realizing that the market dictates the rate. You can't. That's the big thing. You can approach it one of two ways. You can think, I want this amount per night, no matter what, and have a very low occupancy, or you can juggle the market so that you get the optimal return. But then you have to be dictated by the market.
You can only really do that if you've got a really unique property, that you can't compare it to something else. It's there's something that makes that high rate valid, and people will pay it.
So a really wow.
Otherwise you need to compare it.
Did you have to do a bit of renovation work?
We did a bit, not much. The wall at the back, not much really. Small bits and pieces, new pergola, a little bit.
How much did you pay for the property, if I may ask?
$275 in the end.
Okay.
So
all right.
Great value. Yeah.
That's good value. It's a three bed.
3 bedroom, 2 bathroom.
Yeah. So do you ever Airbnb it or not?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then what kind of income do you get when you put it on the market?
Summertime, 300 a day. The top end of summer.
Yeah.
Winter time is not really very popular, Porto Cheli.
No, but this year we were able. It was a long summer year. We were able to rent it out from start April.
Yeah.
It was kind of full up until end of September.
Tell me a bit more about this area that you bought in. It looks like is there a couple of villas in the same complex?
It's basically 3 friends. They were all in shipping. I mean, that's what people do in Greece. They're all in shipping. So they built 8 of these maisonettes, they call them. Mm-hmm. So that's what we have around us here.
Okay.
And then they built for themselves. They built each a big villa on the top of the hill. The setup here, they're all summer houses. So we don't have any neighbors. It looks like we do, but we don't, because there's nobody here ever.
Oh, so they just come. They just come for summer.
A little.
Yeah.
I mean, our neighbors, I think, were here for 2 weeks the whole year.
You've had this property now for three years.
3 years. 3 years, yeah.
And valuation-wise, have you seen an increase? Is this
absolutely. Porto Cheli as an area, I think that was one of the reasons we looked at it as well. Together with Nafplio, was the great value, but also the potential growth. It's up and coming.
Yeah.
We've got sheikhs investing all around.
Okay.
There's that Amenzo Hotel, which is the big part of the Aman Group.
Okay.
So it's growing in value. I think probably about 20-25% in the 3 years.
Okay.
This one, the one behind us, just sold recently. That's how I know that.
So if you had to advise somebody on, that want to start an Airbnb type business, what would be the top 5 things that people have to keep in mind when they first time investors for Airbnb purposes?
I think one of the things is what we just discussed, the rates. You need to really consider what you want and know that you'll have to be part of the market. You cannot work against the market. Second thing I'll say is get yourself a good company. People really think they can do it themselves, but if you look at the whole operation, from the marketing side to the reservations to the guest management and your inventory management, and it's a lot of work. The third thing,
location. Pick the right property. It's always about.
So that's actually the first thing, right?
It should be the first thing.
Start.
That's the first thing. Get a place that will attract tourists. That's obviously it's important for yourself if you want to use it yourself as well, but the location always is number one. Airbnb is huge, But it's not the only one. You need a channel manager that can
Yeah.
Oh, to advertise across
Across
them.
different
So what do you get?
platforms.
Airbnb, Booking?
Booking.com.
Booking.com's become huge with self-catering actually. VRBO for the American market, and
Yeah.
it works really well in Greece. We
Very-
found
Okay.
yeah,
better
Greece
than
is-
Airbnb.
VRBO.
VRBO.
VRBO, it used to be, I think, HomeAway.
You have to be on all of them.
Yeah.
You can't rely only on
And you pay a
Airbnb.
percentage away to them, don't you? You pay
Yes.
10 or 15%.
50. It's mostly 15%.
No, average
commission,
around
15%
15, yeah.
that you have to account for.
Bring some uniqueness to your property. You cannot, I've seen that a lot. People think they're going to buy this property. They just need to spend a minimum amount of money to just have a kitchen, have a bed, have a bathroom.
Okay.
But then you're exactly the same as the 200 in the same area that does Airbnb.
Yeah.
So spend a little bit more money, invest a little bit more, and people make a decision based on a photo. It needs to be better than the rest.
The photo itself needs to be great as well. That's also something that we see a lot, you know, when we travel and we look for Airbnbs. Jaco just said, the decision is not made by a person walking through the house. They have to judge online months ahead based on a photo. So the photos are very, very important.
And the water is mostly calm,
Very calm, yeah.
even in winter?
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
bay here,
in the bay, yeah.
it remains calm. I mean, strong winds, you get a bit of waves, but nothing serious.
So do you think having the Airbnb track record for the property will help you sell it one day if you think about selling it?
It always does.
Yeah. Okay. And if you had to sell your property now, what did you pay for it again? Just remind me. It was 270,
275. Yeah.
Okay. And you did some minor renovations.
Yeah, cosmetic stuff really.
Nothing major. And if you had to sell it now, 3 years on?
I would say we'll obviously try for 350, probably end up
The one at
320,
the back at
325.
350, I think, yeah.
Yeah. They go they go to market at 345, 350
Okay.
and sell for 325.
Wow, this is beautiful. Let's just stop here. This is a good life.
It's a nice,
Yeah?
nice place.
It's a beautiful place. Love this village.
These are the new Migronis followers. Ah, there we go. Like that, Migronis. So this is how we get our subscribers to our channel.
Subscribe to this channel.
Thank you, thank you. So if you'd like more information, please subscribe to the channel and we will share all of the information about citizenship and residency with you. Thank you.
Subscribe to this channel.